Hello, this is Mrs. Liu. Let us look at this maths question. We need to prove the left-hand side equals to the right-hand side. So left-hand side, you notice there's a secant squared x. So we need to use this formula, secant squared x equals to 1 plus tangent squared x. So now we're going to substitute inside. So we'll have 2 minus 1 plus tangent squared x. And at the bottom, we also substitute secant squared with 1 plus tangent squared x. Okay, so this is a very important formula. So now you simplify. Okay, so 2 minus 1, we have 1 minus tangent squared x. Okay, because when you multiply in, it's negative. Then at the bottom, okay, if I slightly rearrange it, okay, we actually have 1 plus 2 tangent x plus tangent squared x. So you can actually factorize the one at the bottom, and the top one, it follows the formula a square minus b square equals to a plus b, a minus b. Okay, so we have some factors over here. So we have 1 plus tangent x, we have 1 minus tangent x, divide by, okay, so you factorize this one, so you will get tangent x plus 1 square. Okay, so you notice the top and the bottom we have one common factor, so you cancel this factor with this factor over here. So we actually have 1 minus tangent x over 1 plus tangent x. Okay, let me continue over here. So tangent x we know is sine x over cosine x. So you substitute it inside here. So we actually have 1 minus sine x over cosine x divide by 1 plus sine x over cosine x. Okay, so we need to take the LCM for the top and the LCM for the bottom. So we actually have cosine x minus sine x divide by cosine x multiply by cosine x divide by cosine x plus sine x. Okay, so you see that the two cosine, we can actually cancel it off. So we actually have cosine x minus sine x divide by cosine x plus sine x. So this is actually equals to the right hand side. So we have proven it. Okay, so that's for part 1. Now let us look at part 2. Okay, for part 2, now we have proven part 1. Can you see the similarity? There's a common factor of 3 times here of the first one. Okay, so 3 times of the second one, okay, is the same as the first one. So 3 times of cosine x minus sine x divide by cosine x plus sine x equals to 3 over 2. Okay, so we bring the 3 over the other side. So we actually have cosine x minus sine x divide by cosine x plus sine x. So it will be equals to 1 over 2. Okay, so now we cross multiply. So we'll have 2 cosine x minus 2 sine x equals to cosine x plus sine x. So we simplify it, we're left with cosine x equals to 3 sine x. Okay, so again, we know that tangent x is equals to sine x over cosine x. Okay, so we have tangent x equals to 1/3. So therefore, x is equals to 0.322 or x is equals to 3.46, okay, to 3SF. That's all for today. Thank you for joining me. Remember, you are a miracle.